We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 33-yard line.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 11 yards there, first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4, and it's 3rd down.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a playoff.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. A handoff to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit. They got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 24.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. Completes it to Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Bradley Roby on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give to Jones. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. That's the
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Giants 7. Bradley Pinion to kick
so
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Bortles. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it's really no secret. If you've got Saquon Barkley on your roster as an offensive play caller, you're going to be creative to find ways to get him the football. He was a little bit dinged up last year, so he only had 52 catches. But that catch and first down we just saw there, expect more of that this season because remember in his rookie year, he had 91 catches. And anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's a threat to go the distance. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career and maybe more importantly, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Bortles. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Ricky.
Here's Bortles to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Bortles. Finds his tight end Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Check Mike 45.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Take that. Mike 20. Check. No, 66.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Tight down. There you go. 45. Mike 45. Watch the curve.
On 2nd and 9, Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Bortles. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Bortles. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Bortles offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Winfield on the
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 45, 45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm on.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Giants 31. Buccaneers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Ronald Jones.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across
there to stop him was Carlton Davis. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. On first down, Brady going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down.
Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
For Tampa Bay.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
On the carry. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Buccaneers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He completes it to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Brady. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Six yards left on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Barkley, toss play left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Less than a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, and then they'll take it from there. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it.
The keeper.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.